Hi everyone. So after someone asked for it in the comment section, I'm actually going to show you some of the books that I used to define which uniforms to paint for my Napoleonic collection, both for my English and French, and also some of the French allies. I'm going to start with the least historical of all the books that I'm going to show you, and it is a book that I've already mentioned here in the club. In the channel I'm in, and that is To Assure My Dynasty, a set of Napoleonic scenarios, which at the end for the Ensemble Resultat rule set, which at the end has some painting guides, as you can see here. They are quite useful. They cover Spain, Portugal, French, and Great Britain, and they are definitely worth it. So this is my first go-to, so to speak, and then I always try to confirm this with some some references in the literature, so to speak. But this is a great starting point also if you aren't really keen on acquiring a bit of a library. If you go with this one, I don't think you can do any wrong, especially in the smaller scales I paint. So typically I try to double check these ones if I'm painting English with one of two books. If we're talking about infantry and cavalry, I can't recommend this one enough. And as the name says, it covers all uniforms, both for infantry and cavalry, and it has a really nice structure because, as you can see, it has each and every one of the regiments. As you can tell, it has tartan patterns. It also teaches a lot about how the uniform worked at the time, weaponry, and of course, plenty of uniforms to satisfy all your needs for the Napoleonic ages. This one I found a discount version, I believe, and yes, very happy with it. I've had it for 2 or 3 years now, and it served me in good stead. If I am painting artillery, I actually found the companion book to that, which is British Napoleonic Field Artillery. I have to admit, I haven't used this one as much as I expected to, in hindsight, but it's quite interesting to have the whole thing. This is quite technical, if I may say so, perhaps more than I needed, to be fully honest with you guys. So if you are very much into these kind of things and you want to know the nitty-gritty, it's worth it. If you're just looking for a painting guide, I believe you can live without this one. Third book I'm going to show you, that is not, of course, the rule set, is one that applies to all nationalities. And if you take something away from this video, let it be that if you only want to buy one book, this is the one I recommend. It has several armies from the Napoleonic ages. I first bought this book almost 15 years ago, and this is a great book. It has all major countries, as you can see, and also plenty of smaller factions from the Napoleonic ages and Napoleonic Wars. And as you can tell, and you'd expect from an auspicious book, it has plenty of illustrations, plenty of figures to guide you, uniforms, but also a bit about how armies were structured, typical formations. In general, I would say that it's a very good introduction. For me, this was my introduction to Napoleonic Wars, and I couldn't be more grateful. I think it's a great little book. As you can see here, we're looking at some Spanish uniforms. We got Portugal here, so it covers more than the larger factions. And then at the end it has a section entitled Other Armies, where you have these guys are Belgians, for example. You got some information about the Netherlands as well, the Dutch army, got some hussars, so on and so forth. So definitely worth it. This one, as a curiosity, if you're painting the War of 1812, it's so far the only source I found for American uniforms in the period. Not much, but a bit, which I remember at the time finding interesting. Here they are. They look very 18th century to me, if I may say so. But anyway, it's never been my cup of tea. So there you go. This is a bit of a bonus one. And then we get, of course, to the French. Now, for the French, I apply the same rules, so to speak. I start with that rule set that has a painting guide. And if we're talking about infantry, I usually double check with this one by Gabriele Esposito. Great little book. It's really little. Don't expect anything big, which is actually interesting. You can either use it as a painting guide or you can read it from front to back, apologies. And it's worth it. I did so, and believe me, it was worth it. Great little book, plenty of character in these plates as well, but also at the same time, really interesting detail on how the army was structured. A similar one, which I think it's also worth mentioning, is its companion by the same author, but 100% focused on the guard. And this one, I would say, is actually more interesting for the story it brings than for any painting references, because to be fair, especially at 10 mil, there are plenty of references for the guard out there. But this one really tells the story of how the guard came to be, the different battalions within the different regiments. It's a great reference, and also accompanied by plenty of great plates that you can use as a painting guide. This is clearly a bonus category we're getting at. I wouldn't say this is a mandatory at all, but it helps you get a little bit more flavor. Also introduces other units. It's a great show. There is another book which I recently acquired, but I haven't got it here, which is specifically about the armies of the Orient, as they were called, the French armies of the Orient. I haven't deep dived into that one yet, but I expect that if you're painting Mamluks and the Egyptian campaign, chances are that one might be useful. All right, so all in all, these are the books I would advise. Let me know if you want the names or anything in the description. I also hope I didn't go through them too quickly. And, well, I guess if you survived long enough until now, you want to see some minis. So let me show you what I'm painting at the moment. So on the table at the moment, we have Bavarian Cavalry. These guys are going to be a Grenadier regiment, which dresses in white and red. I believe the first guards, if I'm not mistaken. I may have got that one wrong, but don't worry, when I show it to you, I will have the correct reference at hand. Or you can prove me wrong in the comments in typical YouTube fashion. Go for it. Nice little figures. The supplier is actually the same manufacturer. I am quite interested in how these are going to turn out, because I'm also expecting at some point I will use these for command bases for my Bavarian army, which of course will act as an allied function to whoever's playing the French. So as you can see, plenty of literature out there. Once again, let's start the discussion in the comment section. Let me know what books you guys are using. I think these ones are quite nice. I'm pretty sure that you guys are going to come up with different ones. I know they're back in the day, 70s and 80s. I've seen a lot of old hands quoting some great older publications. All of these are fairly recent. So yeah, get active in the comment section. Let's see what little nuggets we can dig up, all of us. Till next video, have a good one. Bye bye. Have a good week.